Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a new amp modeler tutorial for you, and this can really be utilized for pretty much all amp modelers. And it's the whole thing around spring reverbs, something that I see quite often on Facebook groups, message boards, forums, whatever, when it's relating to amp modelers, or that can't find a real great spring reverb. And I wanted to kind of show you on the Quad Cortex and a real amp kind of how they compare, and also a way to possibly make your spring reverb in your amp modeler sound a little bit more true. So first of all, running into the Quad Cortex, have my sine wave Continuum 100 amp in the closet back here, and it's running into a V-Boutique 2x12 open back cab. SM57, rear 121, just slightly off center with the SM57, so you're getting the edge of the cone, but it's a really, really great tone. This is kind of what I got. All right, so that capture and capture pack is on my website, johnconcheroguitar.com. You can check it out. Really, really awesome amp in the closet back here. So onto the topic of spring reverb. So spring reverb is usually run after the preamp stage, and then some of them kind of split off. Some of them do like series or series parallel, or there runs into like a mixer stage as well before it hits the power amp. Now, the thing about amp modelers, there's not really a good place to put a reverb block for spring, because there's no way to put it after the preamp and before the power amp. Unless I'm wrong, there could be another way to do it. So here's the trick that I kind of found works for me. So looking in Cortex Control, you can see I have the spring reverb, and this is in mono, before the amp block or the capture block. Then there's another reverb block at the very end. So the reason why I'm running mono is because that's what you're going to get from a real amp. You're going to get mono spring reverb, unless it's something like, I would say, the new Panoverb from Fender. I think that you can kind of get that stereo image a little bit more, but digress. So you're going to want to run spring reverb before the amp block. Now here's why. The reverb and the amp really have kind of a symbiotic relationship. The reverb reacts to the amp and vice versa, okay? So like when you hear something like, or with some gain, so hopefully you are hearing the squeal going on and a little bit of the reverb saturation, which is typically caused by the preamp hitting that stage of the reverb circuit. So running it before is super important. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual amp itself. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna create a neural capture for you, but we're gonna go right here so you can hear what's going on. And then we'll try to go back and forth. All right, so on this one, I think I'm running into the running the bright toggle switch on the reverb circuit, which is really cool. It's got a nice long tail to it, maybe like 4 seconds-ish. So going back, pretty stinking close. So now here are my settings. Run the mix fairly low. You want to not dampen too much. The tone, I mean, you can put it all the way up, and I definitely leave a little less boing, and that's a pretty common parameter on a lot of amp modelers, just so you're not getting too much of that drip, because a lot of these like 2-rock Dumble style reverbs are really lush. They're not like real splashy, if that makes any sense. Something that helps in modelers too, because if I were to just run it like this, so that's mono reverb, which is still okay. And then comparing that, I know it's a little bit wonky, but let's go. Still sounds great, but a lot of people want that stereo image. So what I like to do, even to kind of dilute the spring just a little bit, make it a little bit more lush, I add an ambience type of room level block at the very end. So this goes mono and then stereo out, which is pretty cool. So hopefully you hear the fills the space a lot more. So here's what it's almost like you're in the room sitting there. So those are my settings for that. So pretty stinking close. Really like what this particular block is doing. Try it with your fractals, run the reverb before the amp block. Try it with all your different modelers. Sounds really good. Sits well in mix, plays nicely with drive too. Like I said, you get that kind of driven reverb type of sound. Like right there. Well, there you have it. Those are my spring reverb settings, specifically for the Quad Cortex, but try it on all your other amp modelers. Again, check out this amazing sine wave continuum 100 watt head pack for the Quad Cortex. It's going to soon be coming out for all the other amp modelers, but hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below.